Hello everyone and welcome to episode 2 of Pazzo Gaming's Minecraft Let's Play series. Today we're going to go through the Smeltery multi-block structure. So this basically is like a glorified furnace that will let you melt down ores, including with ore doubling. You can create ingots, you can create weapons, you can create tools, much like this aluminite pickaxe is kind of where we're going with this right now. And it's probably one of the most advanced weapons you can make in probably about an hour or 2 hours of playing the game, because you can add it and modify it from there. So very first step we're going to do is we're going to take the seared brick, which we created last time in our last episode, episode 1, and today we're going to make it into seared bricks, which are these full blocks basically of it. We're also going to make some Smeltery Controller, a Smeltery Drain, and a Smeltery Tank, along with a faucet which goes with the drain. After that, we're going to go ahead and make things like a casting table, which will lead into our third episode, which will be all the things you can do and craft with it. So anyways, let's get started. So first you're going to take your bricks that you've created, and this is how you create them. Now you want to lay them out in a 5x5 grid here. So basically on the floor here, we've marked it off. And then you also want to put the bottom of your smeltery, which will basically be your big tank in the end. It'll make a lot more sense later on, but for right now, we just want to fill out this middle section and fill it full of the bricks. Perfect. So once you have this, what I do recommend is kind of doing one more row. You can get away with not doing this, but I recommend one more row. And then you want to pick which is going to be your front of your smeltery. So we're going to make it the front will be our door side right here. And so that's where we're going to put our controller. So we're going to go pick up our controller, and it's crafted like this. And we're going to put that right here, just at the front, at the bottom. So you can see right now it's not lit up on the front, it's not glowing, it's not anything, because the multi-block structure is not complete yet. And for that we need to add a drain and a tank. So this is how you make the drain. And with the drain, you want to make a faucet, and this is how you create that. Perfect. So we're going to go put the drain, we're going to put our drain probably on the side right here, I think. So I recommend it on the second level, and the reason is because you're going to put a casting table or a tank or anything else below it. And then you're going to put your faucet just on the outside of it. So it should look something like this. So you got your drain behind and your faucet just on the front of it. And you can see still again it is not lit up. The other thing we're going to do is make a tank now. And that's the final item that you need to have to create the multi-block structure. And this is how you make the tank. Perfect, and now we're going to put it over here. I usually recommend putting it anywhere on the sides. It doesn't really matter too much. Let's put it right beside our controller here in the front. You can see as soon as we put that in, the front lit up, which means your multi-block structure is complete. Even though it's red and looks like there's fire coming out, it's not activated right now because we need to basically get the furnace started with something, and so you need something to start up. Preferably lava is one of the easiest ones you can do, and you can just fill this tank full of lava just by using buckets. So you go up and make your buckets full of lava, and then you just basically right click on it when you have the block selected, and you'll dump the lava in. And so you can see at the very top where it says amount, we put in 1,000 millibuckets or 1 bucket of lava into the tank. Each seared tank will allow for 4,000. So we're just going to go ahead and fill that up. Perfect. And if you can see now, it's full. So now, this comes the cool part of the smelter. We're just going to touch on it just a little bit right now. We will leave a lot of this for our next episode, where we can show the breaking down of everything and all the things you can craft. But very first, what you can do is you can now place ores and everything directly into the furnace, which is a great thing. So we're going to put some aluminum and we're going to put some iron ore directly in. And you just simply go here and you can right click, you can place it over here, 1 or 2 blocks, and you'll see that each one gets their own timer on how long it takes to break down, just on the left here. Or you can just simply hold down shift and left click and you'll fill the furnace full of all the ore. And so what it's going to do right now is try and melt all the iron ore that you collected and put that in your smelting, along with you'll gain the benefits of ore doubling all at the same time. And it's using the lava as the fuel to do this process. So we'll just speed up here a little bit. Perfect. So as you can start to see now, the ingots are starting to show up in the smeltery in here, which is basically your molten iron. So it just finished all the ore that we had here on the left, and you can see that in here when I mouse over it, we have 36 ingots of it. So what you can do is you can add other ores and everything else. Almost anything can be broken down in here, any of the ores. So we're going to add some aluminum. So we'll do the same thing again. We're going to left click on it and add it in. And we'll speed it up here again. And as you can see, the aluminum ore is just finishing, and it just completed, and now it's going into the smeltery, and now you can see we have a molten aluminum and molten iron, both inside. You can also, just for visual reference, you can create a block here, and you can actually look in. You can actually see the molten stuff. If you jump in there, you will, 1, you'll start taking damage, and 2, it actually is required for some spells to capture blood, which you basically sacrifice things in the top. So I don't recommend jumping in the top right now because it will kill you. So for now, what you can do is you can actually right click on these and you'll notice that they change position, and this basically determines which material is going to be coming out the spout over here when you click on it. But we'll go into that to the next episode. So for now, that completes the creation of the base smeltery, and we'll go into a lot more detail in episode 3. Thanks.